This is an Evergreen Media Network studio production.
This is Martha Matters. From real estate, healthcare, current events, taxes, or just about any topic, we're talking about it. Call us with any questions on just about any subject. Now, here she is, Martha!
Well, hi there, and welcome everyone. We are very fortunate to still have with us this next week. We have Laura Moss from the County Commissions. There are so many things to report on. We just need all this time. So right now, I'm going to bring you back to Laura Moss. Here she is.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Martha. Thank you for inviting me today. We were talking about, the problems that we're facing with, or the challenges, I'll call them, that we're facing with so many new people who have moved to our community, just, to incorporate them and accommodate them, extra numbers. And one of the things that we've been working on is traffic. And I think, most people have come into contact with the increased traffic at one point or another. And I'll just give one example. I don't need to name the community. But what we did is they were having trouble getting onto a major route, an avenue, from their subdivision. So just in general terms, because this does apply to other subdivisions, I know it seems simple to say, well, just put up a traffic light, that kind of thing. But there are so many considerations in terms of adding a traffic light, not the least of which is the cost. Traffic, believe it or not, I was shocked. So I'm going to share this. A signalized traffic light costs between $800,000 and $1 million. So Wow. It's not like just put up a traffic light. I had no idea. But what we did, and this was interesting, we sat down with the staff, some members of the staff who deal specifically with traffic, and a few members from the HOA, and it was interesting. I mean, face to face, I think, is always the best way to resolve issues, to address issues, and giving everyone the opportunity, putting them in the same room at the same time, around the same table. And they had the opportunity to ask different questions, and staff had the opportunity to interact with them and explain in a very professional but friendly way.
That's good.
That we can't do this because but the end result, I'll just say, was that staff was able to make suggestions that were amenable to the community. And so they're exploring them now. But I say this only because, people get frustrated with things. Please feel free to contact me, and I'll repeat my email. It's lmoss, MOSS, at indianriver.gov, Gov. Because I'm happy to, to deal with issues and to bring people together to understand them better and hopefully to resolve them. It's not always a snap answer or snap decision or something that can be done overnight, but it helps. I think it just helps everybody to understand, what the considerations are and what goes into some of these decisions. It's like I said, it's fascinating to me. I had no idea a traffic seal costs that much. But Martha and I agreed that we want to don't focus on the challenges. Let's focus on fun. Let's talk about a few of the fun things that are going on. One of which, by the way, is going on this entire year, and that's the Sebastian Centennial. So Sebastian is 100 years old this year. What they do, and you can look this up. This is cityofsebastian.org, their website. It's posted, but what they're doing is monthly events. In fact, it was last Saturday. I think with the rain, it was an art show. So I think with the rain, they were a bit hampered with that. I'd hoped to be there. By the way, I'm a sponsor. I'm one of the sponsors of the Centennial, Sebastian Centennial. But it's going to run the entire year, and there is a special event every single month, and it will culminate at the end of the year. December is going to be a huge splash and I think a lot of fun. But the events are quite interesting, all different kinds of events, but there's one every single month. So I advise people to, to check on that and enjoy that. I know we had a wonderful time with Vero Beach. And by the way, I'll just take a minute because as we were talking about earlier, a lot of people are new, or a number of people are new to our community. And within the county, there are 3 cities. It's the city of Vero Beach, the city of Sebastian, and the city of Fellsmere. And Vero Beach had their centennial a few years ago, and you remember, Martha.
Yes, it was wonderful.
It was just incredible. Vero Beach was incorporated in 1919, and I'm actually I'm historic, Martha. I don't know if you know this. No, I wasn't there in 1919. That's not what I mean. But I found out that I am the only woman in the 100+ year history of the city of Vero Beach to start her city council career as mayor. Day one.
Oh.
Boom. I was the mayor. Day one. I got elected to be the mayor my very first day. And that had never happened before. The 100 year. Yes, you're looking at a historic. But interestingly, 9 men had done that. So it averaged one a decade. Like once a decade, someone starts, like the day one, that person's the mayor. But I was fortunate to make history. It was fascinating. But that was a wonderful celebration. So I think City of Sebastian, they've got a coin, a City of Sebastian coin, and all kinds of different things that you can collect and enjoy. And these events, I think, are going to be super. And the following year, actually, the county will be celebrating its centennial.
So
2025.
a year from now is going to be Indian River County.
Indian River County, 2025. So we have a lot of good things to look forward to. And as you and I were discussing when we were off air, people, especially people who are new to the community, they say, well, what do you do here other than beaches? And yes, the beaches are spectacular. And by the way, I'll just reiterate on that new website that we have, which is indianriver.gov. Go under Parks and Recreation, and there's a wonderful listing of all the beaches and parks and suggestions as to how best to enjoy them in terms of hiking trails. And we also, I believe, have an events section on the website also, or you can go to our agenda. And this is something I urge everyone to do. If you live in one of the cities, check the city agenda and the county agenda. It takes only a few minutes. We meet every other week, so we meet twice a month, and the city councils are the same. They also meet twice a month. So all you have to do is every now and then just check in and look at the agenda and just see if there's anything that interests you. And not that you have to necessarily attend a meeting, because all of the meetings, and it doesn't matter whether it's the county or the cities, they're all videotaped. So if you see a matter that interests you, you can watch the video at your own convenience, whatever time you care to. And if it's something that concerns you, you can send an email or you can telephone. And that's really meaningful. I just want to say that to everyone. You make a difference, individually. You do. And I think we were talking about the pandemic earlier. I think since the pandemic, people sometimes feel like it's a little out of control and can I really affect change? You can. We read every single email, and when we receive a number of emails on a matter, we take it very seriously. And I know it was the same when I was on city council, the 4 years that I was there, as it is, currently with county commission. So, you make a difference. If there's something that concerns you, let us know. I'm always happy to speak with people, to meet with people face to face in my office. I enjoy that. I mean, that's how I know there are so many new people, because everywhere I go, I end up talking to somebody. And as we were saying earlier, I will ask the person, well, how long have you been here? Are you a resident? How long have you been here? And so many people have answered that they're new. So, please feel free to reach out, to become part of our community, because we welcome it. In spite of the traffic issues, we'll take care of that. That'll get resolved. We're happy to welcome people.
That's right. Oh, wow. Well, that really means a lot. I see things like even in Robasso, which is not one of our 3 incorporated towns, but it's midway, for those of you who don't know, it's midway between Vero Beach and Sebastian.
Right.
There is major developing going on of 1,000 and 2,000 homes at a time. And when that all gets filled out and expanded, it's going to be an area that we won't even recognize.
Yes, and thank you for mentioning that. There are the 3 cities. The 2 towns are Indian River Shores and Orchid. But you're so right, Martha, that Wabasso area is becoming a key area. That's Route 510 for people who may not be sure where Wabasso is. But there's the bridge that goes across from the mainland to the Barrier Island there at 510. And there is a lot of development there. The last meeting, which was on Valentine's Day, that's an easy one to remember, of the Metropolitan Planning Organization, which is the Transportation Advisory Board to County Commission. And it is composed of elected officials. And by that, I mean you have city council members from the different cities, and you have elected people from the towns, New River Shores and Orchid as well. And that was one of the topics on the agenda, was that 510 area, and there was a presentation that was made, and they're aware of it. Is my point. This was FDOT, Florida Department of Transportation. They were making the presentation about the different safety considerations, and they were looking it's really more than 20 years ahead, 2045. They were looking forward and saying if we don't do certain things, it will be a problem. One of the things that had been considered, and this is not immediately in that area, but if you continue onward, they were talking about traffic circles. I'm not sure if traffic circles. I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. But I didn't grow up with traffic circles, and maybe some people here did. What do you think about traffic circles? You're smiling.
Right now, traffic lights.
Traffic lights.
Yeah.
So, but at any rate, my point is, without going into all of the details of this, my point is that even at a state level, the state, the Florida Department of Transportation is looking at this and looking at the projections for some of these areas. And they know that there's this situation that's evolving, and they're already thinking about it, because it does take such a long time. I mean, there is still in the planning and development stage as to how to address this. That was what was being discussed. But by the way, that meeting is recorded, so anybody can watch a recording of that meeting, and that was my point in giving the date. It was Valentine's Day, so it's an easy one to remember. And it's on the county website, which again is indianriver.gov. Yeah. So if you go to that and look for MPO, you can watch that meeting.
It's funny. I came from an area where there were loads of traffic circles, and for all of those who live there and use them all the time, it ends up not being a problem. Where it is a problem is you have a lot of outsiders, whether guests or tourists, they're on the inside of the traffic circle and say, I got to get over to the right. And they'll actually block, if there's no accident, minimally, they'll block both lanes to quickly get over, rather than going around the circle a second time and being prepared. The biggest accident problem on jug handles, as we call them, and traffic circles is the people are traveling the road for the first time and don't know where to get on and off.
Yes. Yeah, and it can be confusing. I didn't grow up with them, and I'm thinking of the existing one. It's on A1A. It's not in our county, but it's on the way to Stewart. And it's not a big traffic circle, but even then, it's a little. I watch people, and there's more than one, and it's a little confusing for people entering and exiting.
Mm-hmm.
But well, whether or not we do have traffic circles, you know, I do want to say though that we you know we're planning on this. I mean, we understand that we have to take a long range point of view on these things and be aware of what's coming, and that explains in part an earlier question in the previous show about the Alma Leloy Bridge, you know, the 17th Street Bridge. I mean, these things are, you know, so well planned and well considered that it does take time. And I agree. I mean, even to me, it seems like it's, you know, why should it take too long? But when you see what goes into it and all the different things that are part of it, you can understand it better. And by the way, the public is invited to offer an opinion on any of this. If you go, F dot, you know, on any of this. And that was stated at the meeting.
I can't emphasize that enough, as it is completely open for any citizen in the county to call up and give their opinion.
Yes.
Like, even if when the time comes, should there be a traffic circle in such a location or not, don't say, oh, nothing I can do. This is one county. Everybody can call in and give their opinions.
Yes.
And even something you agree to, give it your priority. It should be fixed as soon as possible, or wait a year, or we want to know everything you're thinking.
Yeah.
And we're one of the few counties that do that.
Yes.
And so please listen to the meetings, streamline whenever you have a chance, and react to them on your email. And believe me, all these emails get read.
Yeah.
Nothing is completely bleached out, as we say, or anything else.
No.
So,
in fact, it's all public record. So you know, we save it. It's cataloged. It's taken very seriously. You know, everyone makes a difference. Everyone has that opportunity to make a difference.
Almost everyone can have one idea that we or the commission hasn't thought about yet. So please, feel free to call up and give what you think is important to consider.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate knowing early, you know, if there's a problem. And that's one of the things that I learn at being out in the community.
Okay, on that note, we'll take a quick break and stay with us. We'll be back. I want to introduce you to our main sponsor, Highland Plaza, located on US 1 on the east side of the Highland Drive traffic light. We even have our own left-hand turn lane. One of the places in there, the first one on the north side, is Easy Stop, and you will be surprised what competitive and beautiful prices they have. You should give it a shot. Also, Tony's Hairstyling Salon is ideal for the entire family at all ages. He and his wife have run a salon there for years with a huge following. Also, we want to tell you about La Taberna Restaurant. It has the freshest Mexican food in town and a well-experienced chef. You will be most surprised not only by the food, but the reasonable prices. Also, I want to tell you about the nail salon. It's Luxury Nails. Let me tell you, they do everything, both for walk-in clients and appointments. Appointments are really appreciated, but they treat all clients professionally. Now, I want to repeat to you, this is located on US 1, just east of Highland Drive at the traffic light. It's a beautiful yellow building with a maroon awning. We look forward to seeing you there. Come on over.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs, and all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. We're having a big February clearance sale, which includes all Tommy Bahama and Lexington in stock or special order, 50% off. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Family owned and operated since 1991. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Sunshine, yeah. Sunshine.
Blue Dolphin Pools strives to provide quality service with a well-trained staff in the field and in the office. They want you to know that your pool or spa investment means much more to them than just another account. They believe you have entrusted them with your investment, and they'll do their best to see that it stays in top condition. Blue Dolphin Pool has been in business over 35 years, setting them apart from the competition. Residential or commercial, Blue Dolphin will keep you in the swim. 567-5853.
Kinky Boots is coming to Riverside, a dazzling extravaganza with music and lyrics by Cyndi Lauper. It's the story of a failing shoe factory. When the owner meets up with a fabulous drag queen, she helps him save the business. Winner of the Tony for Best Musical, Kinky Boots, is now playing at the beautiful Riverside Theater in Vero Beach. But you don't have to wait. Get your best tickets now at the box office or online at riversidetheater.com.
Well, welcome back. Hey, we have just a few things to wrap up, but if nothing else, please, when Laura Moss gives you the email addresses again, every single vote counts. If you have an idea and you may be the only one thinking of it, nothing is too small or too large. Please call, go through the email system, and it will be looked at and give your information where you can be reached. So here's Laura.
Okay. Thank you, Martha. And look forward to hearing from everybody. Anybody who has a question, comment, suggestion, a criticism, lmoss@indianriver.gov.
Oh, that's pretty good. So basically, anything else coming up real soon of events?
Oh, yeah. Well, to be continued, of course.
Yeah, well,
there's always something. And again, I would check, the website has this information.
Even an Easter parade.
I hope we'll have one.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
Weather permitting.
I was in the first one as mayor. I actually walked down Ocean Drive in high heels. It was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of good things.
Yeah, lots of
good memories and good times to come.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Well, on that note, remember, please give us your opinion. Please call us, and everything will be well accepted and looked over. Nothing will be omitted. So on that note, we wish you all a very happy week, and the weather's supposed to be fabulous for a change. We've had a long winter, so it seems like spring is here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Martha.
Okay, have a great day.